Hello, and welcome to Paying for College 101, part of the 21st Century Scholar Success Program. The most important thing we hope you'll learn today is that while college can be expensive, there are many resources available to help you pay for it. Data shows that about 2/3 of jobs, especially well-paying jobs in the U.S. and in the state of Indiana, require education beyond high school. When it comes to paying for college, proper planning is the first step, and you'll likely need help along the way. The 21st Century Scholars Program, its community partners, your peers and counselors will all be there to support you. Now let's learn more about the 21st Century Scholarship. A requirement of receiving the 21st Century Scholarship is honoring the Scholar Pledge. The Scholar Pledge includes graduating high school with a Core 40 diploma, the minimum diploma for Hoosier students who want to attend an Indiana four-year college or university. Many four-year schools require a Core 40 academic honors or technical honors diploma for admission. Among other requirements, the Scholar Pledge also includes achieving a cumulative grade point average of at least 2.5 on a 4.0 scale, a pledge not to use illegal drugs or alcohol, or commit a crime or delinquent act, and applying for college admission and financial aid on time as a high school senior. You must also enroll in college within 1 year of high school graduation. As a 21st Century Scholar, you also need to complete 3 Scholar Success Program activities each year that will help you prepare for college and career success as shown by the chart here. 21st Century Scholars not only start college, they graduate from college. With commitment, support, and good information along the way, each scholar can achieve this goal. The Scholar Success Program is required for scholars but recommended for all students. The 21st Century Scholarship can be used at a variety of colleges, including public, private, and for-profit proprietary schools. Eligible colleges can also be categorized as either 2-year or 4-year. It's important to note that the 21st Century Scholarship is only available to students attending an eligible Indiana college or university. Visit scholars.in.gov to see if the school you would like to attend is included. This is a great place to learn more about Indiana's choices. Now let's talk college costs. The most common cost you may have heard of is tuition, which is the cost of classes. There are also mandatory fees which are charged to all students to pay for things like buildings and technology. There are non-mandatory fees too. These are fees that are not charged to all students, like parking and lab fees. There is also the cost of books and supplies, as well as housing and meals, which is also known as room and board. The 21st Century Scholarship will pay for up to 4 years of tuition and mandatory fees. That's the traditional length of time it takes to earn an undergraduate bachelor's degree. At a public school, the scholarship will cover up to 100% of tuition and mandatory fees. At a private school, the scholarship will cover a portion of the tuition and mandatory fees equal to the average cost of attending a public college. Students who choose to attend proprietary, for-profit schools will receive the same amount as if the student were to attend Ivy Tech Community College. The 21st Century Scholarship does not pay for room and board, books, or non-mandatory fees. Students are encouraged to seek out other grants and scholarships to cover costs not covered by the 21st Century Scholarship. Scholars must meet income eligibility guidelines at the time of enrollment and at high school graduation to qualify for the full benefit of a 21st Century Scholarship. However, scholars who do not meet income guidelines at high school graduation may be eligible to receive a one-time award of up to $2,500. And it's good to know that you'll have up to 8 years to use your 21st Century Scholarship once you begin college. That brings us to the final chapter of this presentation, where we'll talk about financial aid options other than the 21st Century Scholarship. Scholarships are the most well-known type of aid. These are monetary awards that students are not required to pay back to the provider. That's free money for college. Academic scholarships are generally based on your GPA. There are also athletic and arts scholarships, scholarships for students involved in community service projects, and scholarships based on personal traits such as gender, race, or ethnicity. There are also scholarships available whose eligibility requirements are very unique, like, believe it or not, designing your prom dress or tux out of duct tape. Most scholarships require an application, essay, or letters of recommendation. Grants are similar to scholarships in that they are money for college that do not have to be repaid. Grants given out by the government are based on you and/or your family's expected family contribution, or EFC. The EFC is a measure of your family's financial strength based on the information you provide in your FAFSA application, the free application for federal student aid. Some colleges and universities may offer you additional money in the form of grants just for being a 21st Century Scholar. You may also be eligible for the Federal Work-Study Program, or EARN Indiana, which offers part-time employment on and off campus to students who show financial need. This is a great way to earn money and gain valuable work experience. You can also generate savings and earn additional funds for college by working or interning part-time at a local business. Work may also lead to meeting new people who you may be able to use as references for future jobs or scholarships. Loans may also be an option when paying for college, but remember, loans must be paid back with interest. If you're going to take out a loan, borrow only what you need. In fact, you may not need to borrow anything. When considering loan options for college, please exhaust your federal options before considering private education loans. Federal student loans offer borrowers benefits not typically found in private loans. Since the cost of college can vary for every individual, it is always a good idea to compare the net price of those colleges. The net price is the school's cost of attendance minus those handy grants and scholarships. Now let's take a look at how to apply for financial aid. The free application for federal student aid, or the FAFSA, is the most important form when it comes to federal and state of Indiana aid. In order to be eligible for financial aid, including your 21st Century Scholarship, you must complete a FAFSA by April 15th of your senior year and each year thereafter until you graduate. It is important to know that institutions have FAFSA filing deadlines for institutional aid that may be earlier than April 15th, so be sure to check with your college choices for those deadlines. More information on FAFSA, including the FAFSA application itself, can be found at www.fafsa.gov. And finally, we'll leave you with some helpful tips and resources. Remember, planning is critical when it comes to being ready for college. Keep your grades up, make sure you're taking rigorous high school classes, and study and practice for the SAT and ACT. If you need help, be sure to ask. Savings is also an important part of planning for college. There are several types of accounts that can be used for college savings. You may want to open a regular savings account, investigate a College Choice 529 direct savings plan, or explore other options. As you can see, there are many things to think about when it comes to paying for college. But don't worry, there are resources available to help you from start to finish. And finally, congratulations to you on becoming a 21st Century Scholar. As you work hard to complete high school and get ready for college, just remember that great things are in store for you.